Okay, this is the HVAC indoor air handler video, but we're also missing some bat insulation over this bedroom that wasn't in the other attic video. So just kind of picking up a few spares as we go. And since this is closer to the electrical section, I'll remind everybody that the white canister lights, we got attic insulation too close to those. But catching up to where we belong here, okay, this is the furnace. What a lot of people call that care and use manual right there. That's the furnace flue. We can see that there's some water issues right there. If you remember the roof covering video where we had the flashing plate that was loose up there, well, look, how does that look? It doesn't look that good to me. This is the furnace flue, and it is supported, but we've got some negative. See how it pitches down like that? We've got some negative. There's a care and use manual. See these straps? These are okay. See this perforated tape? It's okay over here on this plenum, but it's not okay on the furnace. We got it doubled right here. That's the wrong kind of tape. Wrong kind of tape. It's supposed to look like these other three corners. That one's not right. Okay, what else we got, bud? Oh, we got stuff. All right, so this unit is 2015, 6 years old. This gray piping is original to the house. This gray connector. The connectors are supposed to be replaced every time the indoor air handlers are replaced. And these gray connectors have a horrible reputation. They're not safe. They're not deemed safe. You also should have sediment trap should have been installed. If it would have been installed to code, it probably wasn't a permit pulled. Anytime you change a furnace, okay, there's some price differences. You can get away with a condensing unit or maybe an evaporator coil, but by the time you replace the whole air conditioning system, the price deems a building permit. Anytime you change the furnace, anything with gas, okay, that deems a building permit. This installation would not have been approved. Okay, well, I don't know, I've seen some things, but I find it highly suspect. Highly suspect. So this is the furnace, 6 years old. This is the evaporator coil, and 6 years old, the evaporator coil data plate. The primary drain line does not have a P-trap, and it's not insulated. Huh. Okay. We already talked about the furnace, and then that leaves us with the indoor, the fan. The filter. The filter is 20 by 25 by 4. It's right here. Has these suitcase buckles, right? And most, you want to replace it when you move in, so you have a good. There's one right there. Replace it when you move in, so you have a baseline and you start, and then replace it whenever the manufacturer says that you should replace it. And it's pretty easy. And when you're up here, you come up the ladder. Don't step on this. All right, don't step on that. But by the time you go through your Circus Olay thing, then you come up here and you get these suitcase buckles, and it's right there on your left. Air conditioning duct is not supposed to have more than 1/2 inch sag in it. Okay, a lot of this is pretty straight, and some of it's not. It's not supposed to be on the floor. This one can be on the floor because it goes perpendicular across the rafters. This one is going diagonal across the rafters. It should not be on the floor. It should not be on the floor. It's kind of kinked. It's going to be kind of, there's going to be some discovery. We're going to run some air. We're going to run some air. We're not finished yet. We're not finished yet. Another thing, this is the air return vent. So there's one on the wall for a filter. You do not need that filter back over there because you have this one up in here because they replaced it. But this duct right here, that's cloth sheath tape. You're not supposed to have cloth sheath tape on the duct. I know I talk fast. So what do we learn? We don't have a P-trap. We learned that the primary drain line is not insulated. We learned that the flue has a negative draw on it. We learned that the furnace is not properly supported on one corner. We learned that the gas connector was not replaced, and the gas connector that is in place is a fire safety hazard. We learned that there's not a sediment trap on the gas. We learned where to change the air filter. We learned that we got cloth tape on some of the air conditioning duct, and some of the air conditioning duct could be routed a little better.